Ooh. Welcome back to Nightmare Frames. It's a weekday. It was a long work day. And I had this weird, shitty bug again where the text appears for like half a second. So I spent the last 20 minutes trying to fix it. So I'm very sorry if I'm a little bit more on edge in this episode. Okay, we reached the church. And apparently no one goes to church anymore in this cursed town of Serena, where Keller probably still hides, or at least his, I don't know, haunted ghost, whatever. And the priest, therefore, has a lot of time. And apparently the priest, I think, knew Keller, or the journalist that Keller also got into contact with. So, let's see. A sinister grouse Also, my pronunciation issues will not be better this episode. Definitely not. Okay, a sinister crow is watching every move you make. Forget about the crow. Don't waste time on it. For a small church lost in a town as remote as Serena, its beautiful stained glass windows could be the envy of the finest European cathedrals. What? What are you going to do? The thick tinted glass prevents you from clearly seeing inside the church. There's another window. The small window has no latch and is impossible to close. On stormy days like these, it usually opens violently, causing an annoying noise that drives Father Adamson crazy. That is why he nailed it in place with a board instead of going for the more logical option of installing a latch on the inside. The board is securely fastened to the window with 4 nails. It would be impossible for you to pry it off with your bare hands. Oh, if only we had a screwdriver, maybe we could try it out. Probably for the better. Father Adamson can't stand the constant banging of the window on stormy days like this. What is this? Is this something? No, it's nothing. Okay, let's look at the bulletin board. Among the service schedules and activities Father Adamson used to organize back in the day, you can see Mary Elizabeth Hellman's missing person poster. He deeply mourned the young woman's disappearance, and together with Chief Floyd, he was one of Serena's most committed participants in her search. We already saw that. I guess that is it, so let's knock on the door. Oh, we'll just go in. Can we steal the Bible? And there's a hammer. Welcome to the Temple of Jesus Christ. Oh man, that already would like... Chief Bowman's deputy, I see. Yes? And let me guess, you're not a believer either. Well, I only believe in Alfred Hitchcock and Martin Scorsese. Ugh. Ugh. You try to emphasize the joke with a smile, but stop yourself knowing that humor is not your strong suit, as Father Adamson is finding out. Yeah, also taste in movies. That's such a cliche. Hitchcock and Scorsese, I mean... Sure, whatever. You've come to tell me that Sarah Jordan has turned up safe and sound, right? Ha, no. No such luck. God help us all. Chief Bowman moved heaven and earth to find that poor soul. Will you pray with me? We could use some extra help from up there to find Sarah. I doubt it. We could use some extra help down here and actually search. Why are you not searching? Maybe another time. Sorry, I'm not in the best mood today. Don't worry, I'm used to praying alone. Well, maybe you should do more. With your permission, I will continue to do so. Ugh. Sorry. I actually have nothing against like priests doing community service and everything. Like I know, like the church as an institution, ugh. But I know that a lot of priests, you know, the ones that are not criminal, do actually great work in their communities. But he should, you know, turn it down a few notches. Okay, toolbox. Let's steal something. Due to the lack of parishioners, Father Adamson has a lot of time on his hands. Lately, he has been doing various maintenance jobs around the church. Like, for instance, pulling rusty nails from some of the floorboards. Yeah, let's steal stuff. Come on. Inside the toolbox, there's only an assortment of screws mixed with the sawdust. There's also a pair of pliers that you borrow with the intention of returning them later to Father Adamson. Yeah, stolen in the church. A Bible rests on one of the benches. You want to take it? Come on. You read a psalm from a random page. Without much to say, I said to the man, "Are you trying to tempt me? Because I come from the land of plenty." Sounded like a Genesis song. And I mean the band, not the scripture. A good sample of generic religious art. It could be a visual representation of the passage, "Let the children come to me." Or not. You don't know much about the Bible. Confessional. Father Adamson still remembers who the last person to confess was. That was many years ago, before the entire population of Serena turned its back on religion. You're not willing to confess all your miseries to a stranger, even less so if he's going to give you homework afterwards. Alright, what's that? It's a portrait of Jesus Christ with blue eyes and features as if he had been born in Iowa instead of Bethlehem. You can find the same illustration in a smaller size at any souvenir store for a couple of dollars. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk, mister. Father, I'm glad to see someone walk through these doors after so many years. You already saw me, that's not new. Although, unfortunately, not to pray. How may I help you? I've been told that you don't have many congregants. No, it's been many years now. Aren't they religious in Serena? They were. Or they still are, I hope. But they don't go to church anymore. Why's that? I think there was a misunderstanding. You're new around here, but have you heard about the Clark Morgan High School fire? Yes, horrible. The worst tragedy we experienced in years. Serena has always been a very quiet town. Said never any leisure activities except for basketball. People rooted for the high school team, and the Friday games were always a big event. That night, most of the town was there. Teenagers, grandparents, parents with small children. They all perished in the flames. All the kids, if you noticed. I held a funeral for all those poor souls, and my words did not sit well with the relatives. In my lecture I said that we all mourn such a loss and that we should be proud because God had a plan for them. Ah, God's ways are inscrutable, aren't they? God wanted them at his side. Ah. Forgive me, Father, but it is pretty insensitive to say those words to a parent who has lost their child. Perhaps pedagogy? What? Sorry, bless your ignorance, Deputy. Sorry. But that's how it happened. The people of Serena turned their backs on God. No, they turned their backs on you, not on God. They refused to have anything to do with him or me. Look, in German, I can pronounce all these things beautifully, you know. But English has super weird, like, where you put the emphasis. It's always different. There's no rhyme or reason to it. And now someone in the comments will say, oh, there's actually a rule. Yes, I know. But then there's like 200 exceptions to the rule. So, pedagogy. Sounds like pierogi. Anyways, have you tried to bring them back? Yes, of course. But I've made it worse. I suppose you have noticed that the church lacks an altar. No, it's hard not to notice. Well, I can't see it, so... My pleas for them to return to the church were answered with violence. They tried to burn down the church. Looks like they don't beat around the bush around here. A couple of times I've caught someone trying to burn or vandalize the altar. It's a piece of 17th century craftsmanship brought back from one of my trips to Europe. I can't risk losing it. That's why I keep it locked in the basement. It's not a good place for it, but there's no longer any use for it up here. Unfortunately. I would like to talk about Edward Keller. Edward Keller. A peculiar guy, if I'm being honest. His time in Serena caused some commotion. Why? Someone from Hollywood arriving here with the intention of shooting a movie will always arouse passions in a town as quiet as this one. People went crazy. Everyone wanted to appear in the film or help in some way. But the shoot never took place. Unless he was shooting another kind of film, Keller was rarely seen without his little 16mm camera. I've been told that you had some kind of relationship with him. Not at first. I tried to convince him to come to Mass. But he wasn't a religious man. Which I respect. And neither are you, but that doesn't stop us from having a nice chat. Yeah, that's how it works with people. Keller was, so to speak, the complete opposite of you. From what I've heard, he didn't inspire much sympathy. A couple of months later he came to see me. He was dying. He wanted to be buried in Serena, and for me to take care of it. Oh, haunting. You wanted to haunt the city. Keller died here? In Serena? Yes. His remains lie in a crypt inside the mausoleum at the Serena Cemetery. Ooh! I don't want to go. What did Keller die of? Cancer. That damn scourge. We talked about his burial for a week. The mausoleum has several empty crypts. He thought it was a perfect place for his body to rest eternally. He used to come see me daily with precise instructions, such as the orientation of the tomb, or to insist that no one should have a copy of the key to the crypt. Very strange and specific requirements. Do you have the key to the crypt? I only know that he had a copy of the key, but who knows where it is. What was the reason for all these instructions? He was a man of very few words and concise answers. One day I went to ask him why he wanted to be so meticulous about his eternal rest. It's a ritual! A satanic one! You aided in it! Shame on you! I never knew. I found his body on the floor. Where did he live? He occupied the former home of the Marsh family. It had been abandoned for almost a century. There's a road on the left to the entrance to the village. If you follow it to the end, you will find the house. Yeah, 2 new locations. He was not a believer, but he had a funeral and a Christian burial. That didn't matter to him. He just wanted his remains to rest in this town. Ah, to curse it! No one came to his funeral. I tried to contact his relatives, but I couldn't find any. Thank you for your help. If I may ask, what interest do you have in Keller? Few people remember him anymore. Police murders? Something like that. So, he didn't shoot a movie here? My guess is that if he always carried his camera with him, he must have shot something. But he didn't have a film crew with him. People, you know. The only thing I saw him do was film people with his little camera, and they were happy to oblige. Did they act? No. They simply stared at the camera in silence. I have no idea what he wanted that footage for. Okay. You're welcome, Deputy. As much as I enjoy talking to God, every once in a while it is good for me to talk to someone else. Oh, that's... Alan, your humorous match. Okay, so what is this? That's a banner. The phrase, Jesus wants the best for you, is embroidered in gold lettering. That is so sad that it's kind of cool again. The banner doesn't interest you enough to examine it further. Oh, wait, the... It's probably the purest, clearest water you've seen since you're in Serena. Baptismal font? Practically the entire population of Serena passed through that baptismal font shortly after birth. The last to do so was Mary Elizabeth Hellman, who is currently missing. Well, what good did it do for her? Can I do this? Like, sneak... if your intention is to desecrate the water of the baptismal font, the most logical thing would be not to do so in the presence of Father Adamson. Yeah, I wanted to put the water here so we have, like, holy water, you know? So that was my initial goal. What's going on if I keep it locked? Okay, I keep valuables in there, and I want to keep them safe. Oh, you. Okay. So I have to kind of, get rid of you, eh? Well. Oop! I didn't take you for a religious man, Mr. Goldberg. Oh, fuck. I can't believe this! You followed me all the way here? I told you that Mr. Ross was not used to getting a no for an answer. Don't worry about me. I'm only here as an observer. Observe my ass. If I find Keller's film, you'll see to it that it doesn't make it to Helen's hands, won't you? Do not speculate. Mr. Ross only wants to look after his investment. Investment? Damn it, what an investment. That film does not belong exclusively to you, Mr. Goldberg. What are you going to do when you get that film? Let me guess. You're going to take it from me, and you will do it at gunpoint, won't you? This is not one of your movies, Mr. Goldberg. Mr. Ross might triple his offer when the time comes. That will be all. Bullshit. Believe whatever you want, Mr. Goldberg. I'm going to report you to the chief. I'm telling you. I see you're dressed as a chief of police. Nice strategy. Everyone will be willing to offer their assistance to a law enforcement officer. Anyway, why would you report me? For harassment, damn it! You haven't stopped doing it since Los Angeles. I'm just visiting this charming town. I don't believe I'm committing any crime. Don't get in my way. I can't help but notice a threatening tone in your words. You don't need to worry. I'm here to help. You want to help, huh? Get out of my sight! Anyway, if you need help... I don't need any help, least of all from you. One never knows, Mr. Goldberg. One never knows. So here's a question. Damn it. Okay, here's the question. So Helen obviously just wants the movie because she's too rich for any reasonable thought. So it's like rich people, they just want stuff, you know. They just want stuff that's unobtainable. They want to feel even more special. The other person, he's also rich, you know, but I wonder if he has other motives to get to the movie, to maybe like bad motives, like conjuring up something bad, or preventing that the movie will ever be seen. Because, oh man, shit, sorry. Because they maybe know that this will conjure up something. Well. Okay. Wait, can I... Wait, with church. Can I use these on the window? Yes. Nice. And now we go inside. And guess who is busy with the banging? That window again. Yeah, you look at the window. You go. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Stealing in church and pranking a priest. Oh shit. Well, oh wait, but I can do this thing right now. You don't need to wash that. Oh. When you open the Bible, you find what at first glance seems to be a small key, but is actually a small crucifix. Oh. But can I use it as a key? You won't get the door open with that. Well, it was worth a try. What's with the can I put that in? You don't need to wash that. What do I need to wash? Do I need to wash this? No. Do I need to wash the bread? So maybe it's too dry again after it was soggy. The small crucifix reminds you of a small key. The closer you get to the door, the more intense the smell of wax and dampness becomes, almost unbearable. Shit. So, Oh, he's back again. Shit. Okay, so I know I have to do this. I need something else, I guess, before I can do that. Why am I just constantly tapping on my microphone? Okay. You got Main Street, Church, Cemetery, Marsh. I want to go to Bill Eastman first. Someone's broken in, Bill. I know where that son of a bitch is coming from. How did I get in? Who are you? I'm sorry to burst in on you like this, but I heard some yelling and I thought My name is Alan Goldberg. Robert Saxon told me you lived near Serena. Who the hell is Robert Saxon, Bill? Robert Saxon. Yes. A great friend. Long time no see. Kick him out, Bill. Get that fucking bastard out of my house. I don't know what brought you here, Goldberg, but I can't help you right now. Florence, my wife, she's not. We fled Serena because it wasn't safe. That town must go up in flames. It must be purified. Damn. Dementia. She's too young to have it. I've managed to put together a routine to keep her calm. The classical hour program on WK107, for example. She listens to it every evening and it helps her relax. However, it's running late today because there's a special broadcast about that missing girl in Serena. She's dead. They're all dead. If her routine is altered, she gets nervous and her heart starts racing. She can get tachycardia, and I'd be happy to talk to you, Goldberg, but it will have to be later. Of course, I understand. Robert's friends are my friends too. You're welcome at my home. Let's try the breathing exercises, shall we? No! Where's my music? Where? Okay. Oh, insecticide. Can we steal that? One of the downsides of humid areas like the outskirts of Wade Creek is the roaming hordes of mosquitoes ready to feed mercilessly on any human they come across. The Eastmans are more than used to this fact, which is why they always have insecticide at hand. Just take it. Man, just stealing the night away. Bill always had a preference for Frederick Forsyth's or John le Carre's political thrillers, while Florence devoured everything Stephen King put out. Good taste, Florence. I mean, but yeah. You think that Frederick Forsyth's writing is conservative trash, and you agree with the critics that say that Stephen King is to literature what McDonald's is to gastronomy. Alan. Look, I could talk all day about the stuff I don't like about Stephen King novels, but quite a few, like, it is such a, I don't know, like, I first of all, it's an elitist thing to say. Just because Stephen King books are easy to read doesn't mean that they don't have interesting topics and themes. So I'm not saying that all of his books are great, because some of them are quite big little stinkers. But there's actually a few, and also, you know, the short stories that are kind of super interesting, where you can just ponder a lot. And in general, I hate this thing of, you know, if it's easy to read or if it's popular, then it's automatically something bad. You know, so anyways, no one invited you in there. Bill and Florence's photo was taken in the mid-70s. They were both in perfect health and ready to take on the world. It's too beautiful a souvenir to be taken away from its owners. Yeah, I didn't mean that you should steal it. Florence had her daughter Meredith attend her senior year of high school at Wade Creek Sheridan. That decision meant that her daughter did not perish in the flames at Serena's Clark Morgan High School like all her former classmates. You didn't come here to steal the Eastman's family photographs. So, WK107, located in Wade Creek, is broadcasting a news special about Sarah Jordan's disappearance. The Classical Hour, the program that made it possible for Florence Eastman to relax without any medication, normally airs at this time. In a telephone call, a guy is theorizing that the disappearance of the Jordan girl is connected to that of Mary Elizabeth Hellman in 1975. He also has the theory that Serena's entire history of misfortune is due to the fact that one of the witches in the Salem trials was originally from Serena. You memorize the phone number. The host cuts her caller off and says, just a reminder that you can call us at 555-3231. Oh, shit. 3231 if you have any information about the disappearance of Sarah Jordan. Okay. You notice in her voice that she's wishing the person on the air would just get this call over with. Oh, I don't think I have to write down the phone number, right? Because I think I just remember it. Okay, so do we want to go back to the police station? Or do we... Let's visit the cemetery first. Oh, God. Who are you? Shit, you startled me! What are you doing there? I wanted to take a look at the cemetery. It's not possible, I just closed it. She doesn't want to leave today. Who? Her, damn it! Charlotte Wilkes. Who's Charlotte Wilkes? Thomas Wilkes' wife. She shows up at the mausoleum from time to time. I try to avoid her, but today she's been in there all day. Wait a minute, you mean it's... a ghost, yes! I don't want to be responsible for any misfortunes, so the cemetery will remain closed until further notice. But wouldn't it be possible... No! It is not possible. And something tells me that you're going to try to get inside anyway, so... I'm going to stand guard outside the door so you don't get any funny ideas. I have all day. Is that clear? Willie Baxter. For 50 years, Willie Baxter has been the sole undertaker at Serena Cemetery, perhaps one of the most populated ones in the entire area due to the accumulation of misfortunes going back centuries before he took the job. Willie. How could I get into the cemetery? You're a law enforcement officer, aren't you? Get a warrant, and we would still have to talk it over. Do you really believe that there's a ghost in the cemetery? Not in the cemetery, in the mausoleum. And if I can't get rid of her, at least I can make her stay there. If she gets out of there, we'll all be doomed. She was already cruel when she was alive, so I can't imagine how she will be in death. Is there anything I can do for you? You're being polite, so I'll let you in, right? Forget it. That won't work on me. Okay, I'm leaving. I'll be right here. I don't trust you. Good for you, Willie, because yes. That's truly the right thing to do. Okay, so let's go to the Marsh's family house. Oh, it's like the Bates Motel. The old Marsh house seems to spread its ruin to the surrounding terrain. Nothing manages to grow here except for an uneasy feeling the longer you stand in front of it. Well, let's go. Hossa. Oop. Oh, there's the film projector. The projector is connected to that rusty diesel generator with the cable. Doesn't seem to have a drop of fuel in it. Well, we do. We have fuel. By illuminating the wall, you realize that there was a small cabinet hidden by the darkness. Oh, yes. It seems to work perfectly. The lamp of the projector lights up at full intensity and the gears appear to be in perfect condition. You would need to have a film to test if everything is working properly. Okay. You stare at the small cabinet as if you could open it with your mind. Well, let's do it. Closed. You examine the small lock. It has the shape of a cross! Whoop whoop! Over there, I'm not too loud. Inside you see a key with a label. What label? No, it can't be. The key was lying on a small film reel. Is that the film you were looking for? There's only one way to find out. He smiled creepily just now. You place the film in the feed shaft, and with a satisfied smile you flip the switch on the drive motor. I don't think we've seen him smile before, but that was creepy. I don't want to see that again. The disease is spreading faster than I thought. I barely have any strength left. I'm running out of time. Although coming to Serena to conclude the ritual was the best idea I ever had. The city's history has been written in blood since its foundation. There's no corner in town where there hasn't been a tragedy. This house, for example. It's perfect for my intentions. I can still smell the misery. Nelson Marsh got up early that day. He butchered his 3 daughters and his wife before the clock struck 8. Still soaked in their blood, he had breakfast like any other day, and no one in town ever knew what had happened. They only discovered the bodies after Marsh died. The people of Serena didn't give it any importance. There can be no other place in the world more suitable for my job. Everything is ready. I think I've spent enough time on the invocations. But I'm concerned about the final offerings. I can't afford to go little by little. I need to do something big, more than what is strictly required. He burned the school. This will ensure that the pact is carried out with all the guarantees. I can't wait to feel their fears, to shape them to become a fucking asshole. That's what you become. Damn. Oop. What? I didn't look at all this stuff. Shit. I wanted to look at the pentagram. Ooh. Hey, you in the house. Get out of there, damn it. Oh. You look around the room hoping to see some trace of the phenomenon you have just witnessed. Are you deaf? I'm not going to repeat it anymore. Get the fuck out of there. Oh, hi. Ha ha ha. Hey, you. What the hell were you doing in there? Investigating. Investigating? Damn it. Investigating what? That house is doomed. It always was. And even more so because of that film director. I don't need you to come and make everything worse. Take it easy, pal. And put that iron rod down. Easy? I live right next door with my family. I don't want old Marsh to come and kill my family like he did with his own because of you. Because of me? For God's sake, will you stop threatening me with that thing? Are you giving me orders? Fuck it. Hey! Whoa! Hey! That will teach you not to stick your nose where it doesn't belong. And don't come back here. I'm not going to leave, so I don't come back, because I will not leave. So, you know. Want to see what I shot, Ellen? They are right. It's the scariest movie ever. Ooh. Every film needs an audience, and this one even more so. It's all yours, Ellen. Look for it, Ellen. Ellen? Oh my god, are you... My head. I feel as if some fucker hit you with his iron rod, right? Tell me who did this. A guy. He said he lived next door. Oh, Halloran. That damn hick. Do you want to report him, Ellen? No, it's not necessary. Did I hear you say yes? Maybe this kind of thing is the norm in Los Angeles, but not here. At least not with me as chief of police. I go give that son of a bitch what he deserves right now. Let it be, Rick. What? You want an assault on law enforcement officer to go unpunished? Because that's what you are, my friend. Take this. Oh, thank you for the rod. Don't let anyone assault you again. Although I don't want you to go around cracking heads either. I'll pay O'Halloran a visit. I don't know if Chief Floyd tolerated these things, but I don't. Be careful, Ellen. Thank you, Rick. You and your temper. By the way, how's your quest for the film going? Keller used to live in this house. I went to take a look. And what did you find? No signs of it. Maybe it's somewhere else. Or someone in town has it. I hope so, Rick. I hope so. Maybe the priest, because apparently they did a lot for Keller. You know, that fool. They, I say he. The key is attached to a label on which the words Mr. Keller's Crypt are written. Oh. So I just need to... Why do I need this? On the label you can read that the product is not harmful to humans, but it may cause eye irritation and make the air unbreathable if used in poorly ventilated rooms. Okay. Can I go there in there again? You think it would be wise to search the house in case you missed something, but you are afraid to relive what you saw there. I fear that has nothing to do with old Marsh's apparition, but rather with the nagging feeling that you are probably losing your mind. Oh damn, I probably missed stuff. The walls around the perimeter of the Marsh house are covered with dry vines, as if they were trying to bury all the evil hidden inside. No matter how low they are, it is easier for you to access the house through the entrance than to jump over them. Oh man. Okay, so we've been everywhere. Yeah, we can go to the police station and call the radio, the lady who called the radio. This is Margaret speaking to you from Serena. Who would you like to talk to, Chief? Wade Creek's radio station. Just a moment, please. Aww. Line is busy, Chief. Does the station only have one line? Yes, Chief. I'll try again later. Aww. This is Margaret speaking to you from Serena. Who would you like to talk? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Hang up. Why can't I call Joe's Diner and Ruskin Productions? Okay, well, let's see if we can do something with the iron rod we have. To the hand lever press? The metal rod fits perfectly into the screw hole. You can now use the press. Yeah, but, you should place something in the press first. I don't know the weight? Okay. The bread? I don't... Okay. So we need something that needs to be pressed. Like me. Okay. Maybe we can use the insecticide on him? That would be so mean. You're not going to convince Willy with that. Okay, well, it was worth a try. What do we need the weight for? Willy Bax has closed the access gate to the cemetery with a padlock and a thick chain, and as an extra security measure, he is setting up guards so that no one can enter. What are you trying to do? Nothing. I hope so. Oh, Willy. Can I go back to this arena? No, I don't have the... Go inside. I can. It's a considerable fall down to the remains of the newspaper, and it's not wise to go back either, in case other parts of the floor collapse. Anyway, now you've gotten what you wanted from down there, why risk it again? I don't know. Do I know that I've gotten everything? Do you have a key to the cemetery? Yes, I have one. Can I borrow it? The undertaker won't let me pass. If Willy doesn't let you in, then there's nothing I can do. I'm sorry. His excuse is that there is a ghost haunting the mausoleum. Ah, yes, Charlotte Wilkes. An old local folk tale. People said she used to kidnap children in order to... Well, it's a nasty subject, and I don't want to go into detail. Those accusations couldn't be proven. She was the wife of Thomas Wilkes, founder of Serena, along with Benjamin Jones. She was a powerful woman. No one dared to formally accuse her. They were afraid of her. That's all fine and dandy, but I don't think that's a reason to be barred from entering a public place. I'm sorry, Deputy. If I give you the key, I'll get in trouble with Willie. The Baxters aren't known for their manners, and certainly not for their problem-solving skills. There's nothing I can do for you. I'm sorry. I really am. Ah. Thanks for your time. You're welcome, Deputy. Blah, blah. I mainly wonder why I can't... Oh, wait. Wait, he's the one line, right? So I can use this because they said there's one line to the radio and it's been held up. He's probably it. Maybe I can put this there and then he will leave. Yes! Oh my god, that's so evil. I have to go, Cynthia. I can't breathe. I'll try to call back. I still have lots more to say. Yep. Can I use it? You notice that there are still particles of insecticide floating inside, so you don't dare go inside. If you want to make a call, you can go to the police station. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Well, that settled it. I'm a genius. No. I am not. Okay. Okay, let's call the radio station and see if we can... I don't even know. Well, yeah, have the classic show start. Okay, blah, blah, blah. WK107, Duck speaking. Are you calling to go on air and provide information about Sarah Jordan's disappearance? No, actually, I think the program is dragging on a bit. Shouldn't you be airing the classical hour already? No can do, my friend. We're in the middle of a news special. I've been listening to it. You just had a guy on air for I don't know how long who didn't contribute a single thing. I know the way that the media loves to gloat over stories that can be done within 5 minutes. You don't hear anything on the other end of the line, and you start to think that this was not the best way to convince the radio to air Florence Eastman's favorite show. Hello? Well, listen up, buddy. We believe we're providing a public service by attempting to gather as much information as possible about this poor girl. I have no doubt about it, but there's just no information to gather. Chief Bowman has not been able to find her, and he does not have any leads either. How did you know that? Because I know the chief. Oh my god, Alan, no! So the best thing you can do is to wrap up the news special and resume the regular schedule. Can I be honest with you? Please. This is a small radio station. It's very difficult for us to generate our own content, so this is a huge opportunity for us. Do you want content? I can give you content. I'm a Hollywood screenwriter. You can interview me if you wish. Hollywood screenwriter? What films have you written? Does Lunatic ring any bells? Wait a minute. You're the screenwriter of one of the highest grossing films this season? I'm sure you have a lot to tell to the listeners. Yes, I'm Alan Goldberg. You can check the credits. And you would really give us an interview? Yes, as long as you air the classical hour when I hang up. Consider it done, my friend. Can you drop by the station tonight, shall we say 9 o'clock? Perfect. You can't see Doug, but right now he's tapping on the glass of the booth, letting Cynthia, the announcer, know that the newscast is over. All right, Mr. Goldberg. We look forward to seeing you tonight. It will be my pleasure. Much to your own surprise, you realize that you wouldn't have a problem giving an interview to a small radio station. What's going on with you, Ellen? A day earlier you would have turned down even the Hollywood Reporter. Still, you know that the interview won't happen. You have too much to do. Such as talking to Bill Eastman. Okay. We'll talk to him and then we'll finish the episode. Okay. I had a thought, and then I lost it while we were on the phone. And I can't remember it anymore. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Policeman. Ahem. Claire de la Lune. Aw. Florence has calmed down, so I can attend to you now. How can I help you, Goldberg? I get straight to the point. I'm looking for Edward Keller's lost film, and apparently you were the person who brought attention to it. Keller, yes. That was a long time ago. At the time, he was considered a counterculture icon, thanks to his film Bloody Mind Games. He was an interesting character with an intriguing aura. All the press wanted to interview him, but nobody could find him. I pulled a few strings until I found out where he was. Had a chat with him but never transcribed the interview. Why was the interview never published? When I came to Serena, I was long burned out from Los Angeles, its pace of life, and my job at the magazine. I met Florence on my first day in Serena. We fell head over heels for each other and started to make plans. Meanwhile, I was hounding Keller for an interview until I finally succeeded. I called the newsroom, gave them a vague summary of Keller's words, and resigned from my position at Variety so I could start a new life. I'm surprised anyone knows about that film. As far as I know, the magazine never published anything about it. But it is known that you made that call. It's part of the reason there's a whole legend around that movie. I guess collectors have been chasing after it, right? Exactly. Are you one of them, Goldberg? No, but there's a millionaire who will change my life if I get that movie. Let me guess, the fairy godmother. Damn right. I wanted to write an article about her, but I couldn't gather enough evidence to corroborate who she was. It's Ellen Westmore, right? Yep. I knew it. Why would we not ask about that? That sounds very interesting. Did you get to see the film? No. Keller said that he only had one more scene to go and the movie would be finished. It is rumored to be the scariest movie in history. Maybe that's partly my fault. I exaggerated a bit when I called the newsroom, but I might not have been too far from the truth. Keller was immensely talented. There's no horror film that can compare to his debut feature. But that Lost film? I don't think it was very conventional. It was shot in Serena with a small 60mm camera, without direct sound. There were no actors either. I guess it was a work of a somewhat experimental nature, but I never doubted for a moment that it would make audiences tremble with fear. The man was a genius. Nah, that concept can die. Who could have the film? I read about his death in the Serena Gazette, but there was nothing about the film in the article. He probably hid it somewhere and took the secret with him to his grave. Well, we have the key. We have the key. I would have liked to read that interview. It might give me more leads as to the location of the film. I recorded the interview, Goldberg. It's still my tape recorder. It was the last time I ever used it. Want to hear it? Of course. Just give me a minute. I think I know where I put it. Cool, cool, cool. Hi, Florence. Okay, well, I'm not talking to her. Hi. Florence is entranced by the music coming from the radio. From time to time, she flashes an indulgent smile. Aww. One day I saw him in the bar. I don't know how much he had drunk, but he could barely stand upright. He was lucid, yes, but completely drunk. He had already denied me the interview several times, but I took advantage of his condition and tried one last time. And it worked. This is what he said. Claire de la Lune is so beautiful. My god. First of all, I want to thank you for granting me this interview. Oh, that's a whoa. It's well known that you're not fond of them. My work speaks for me. I'll leave the recorder here between us, if that's okay. What did you say you wanted to drink? Or whiskey? Are you sure? Haven't you already had a few? Who cares? I'm already dead. Sorry, what? I have cancer. I'm not going to last long. I'm sorry. Are you getting some kind of therapy? Yes, I definitely am. Alright, and what is the child having? Who are you calling a child, bozo? Who the fuck are you? I'm old enough to drink. Okay, sorry. A beer. Whiskey and beer. Okay. Waiter, a whiskey and 2 beers, please. Shall we begin? You've been spotted around Serena shooting with a small 60mm camera. No crew and... No crew? What about me? Please excuse my assistant director. He's young and impulsive. Yes, what are you shooting exactly? My new film. It will be different from bloody mind games, smaller, less conventional, but really terrifying. What do you feel when you watch a horror movie? Fear, anguish, but as soon as the projection is over, it all fades away. There's a false sensation, and that can be considered a failure for any director. You want to go further? I am going further. Here you go, gentlemen. 1 whiskey and 2. What the fuck are you doing, Patrick? Rolling a joint, problem? I'm not going to let you smoke that hippie shit in here. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Everybody's smoking. Yeah, but don't that shit. Wait outside, Patrick. I'm taking the beer. This isn't over, Gene. Watch your back. Damn kid, always making trouble. When you say that you're going further, what do you mean? More blood? More killings? That's for amateurs. I've found a way to shoot the film and have the audience feel the true essence of fear. They won't be safe during the screening, and if they make it out alive, they will carry that fear with them for the rest of their lives. And I will feed on their fears. That terror will make me, Edward Keller, a trance, and I'll be immortal. Wow, that'll make for a pretty good tagline. Do you think I'm joking? Do I look like I don't take my job seriously? Can you see why I don't give interviews? You're not ready to hear the truth. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Please, accept my apologies. When will I be able to watch this film? It's almost ready. All that's left is to shoot the big final scene, the one that will make... I think I'm wasting my time with you. I'm leaving. I didn't mean to offend you. Please stay. Ooh. What an asshole. Yes, you didn't inspire much sympathy in the town. Who was that kid in the recording? Patrick Robinson. I'd completely forgotten about him. He was a troubled orphan who used to run around Serena. Keller became fond of him and took him on as an assistant. If he helped make the film and Keller is dead, he may be the only person who knows of its whereabouts. Probably. What happened to him? Is he still hanging around Serena? He wasn't quite right in the head. He set himself on fire. Ooh. Did he die? No, he managed to survive. It's said that he lives in a caravan in the middle of the forest. And if the locals know, they won't tell you. They sleep better knowing that Patrick can no longer cause any more harm in this town. Tommy. What was that, darling? Tommy, the village idiot. He does his grocery shopping for him every week and takes it to him. Bill Eastman's eyes begin to water. It's been a long time since he last heard his wife's warm, soothing voice. Find Tommy. He's a tall, rather peculiar guy. You'll know who he is when you meet him. I'm glad you came, but if you'll excuse me, it's been a long time since Florence. I understand. Go to your wife. Thank you for the information. Good luck on your search. Thank you. Oh, how do you feel, darling? Oh my god, he has tears in his eyes. Do you like this music, Bill? Oh yes, I love it. Aww. Like her husband, Florence was a rock enthusiast. However, since suffering from dementia, she has developed a taste for classical music, which she previously loathed. I mean, this is beautiful. So, during those episodes, Bill Eastman searches his wife's eyes for some glimmer of the person she was before her illness. Usually to no avail. Oh, that is so sad. That is so sad. Alright, let's go to the police station. But not for something specific. I just want a calm place where I can wrap up for this day's episode. I think next episode might either be the last or the penultimate episode. So that's why I will not play any further, because my biggest fear is that the last episode will be like 10 minutes long, you know. So I think we have enough on our plate. So we need to find the guy in the woods. Well, first of all, we need to find the tall guy. And then we need to follow him to find the guy in the woods. He will probably, on our way, we will probably find stuff so we can open, first of all, the door to the church's room. And maybe also to access the cemetery. I guess the cemetery will be one of the last things we do. Because that's where the crypt is. That's where probably the movie is. I think that last scene was the fire in the school. That was probably the most horrible thing. And he did this because he talked about the ritual that he needed to do something bigger than was actually just expected from the ritual, which is like, calm down, man. Look, if demons and monsters, you know, want certain sacrifices, you don't have to do like 110% it. You know, you can just do what, I mean, that's so weird. That is just... like, no one likes these people at work, you know. They always do much more. That's not... it's uncalled for. Anyways. But yeah, I think it's the... you know, it's the fire. I think he's responsible for it. Or, here's another thing. So the kid had burn marks. So maybe he set the fire while Keller was like... So yeah, that's definitely my theory right now. And I still stick with my... idea that this is probably to open up like Hellraiser-ish you know, other worldish fabrics between worlds and whatnot. And I always wonder, why would you want that? Like, I mean, I get it from the perspective that you don't know about the horrors of the Hellraiser universe, but usually to get there, you have to do so many horrible things that it can't be something good. You know what I mean? Like, it's very improbable that whatever you're doing is ending in a really lovely, happy fantasy land full of unicorns. So I don't really get it. And also with Keller, it's a weird obsession to have. So he wants to transcend by sucking in fear. Just, man, all those villains always are so weird. At least with the excavation of Hop Sparrow, you know, Thomasina wasn't out there to destroy the world. Slight spoiler, but not really, you know. She just stumbled upon the terrors, you know. But in this case, we have an actual villain, which is interesting, actually. I like it. Yeah, so that's that for this episode. Sorry about my attitude at the beginning. And as always, sorry about my pronunciation. As Tange Frost said very succinctly, I never sounded as European as I did in this playthrough. I don't know what it is. It must be something about the writing, or maybe the font, the pixel font writing, maybe is kind of... Maybe my brain processes it differently. I don't know, processes it differently. Or maybe I'm just losing my touch. Maybe I will turn into Arnold Schwarzenegger. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. So we'll see my deteriorated pronunciation in the next episode. If you found something, if you saw something, if you heard something where you thought, oh, I have a cool theory, or I noticed something that you did, Hula, then feel free to share it in the comments. I'm always super happy to have conversations about the games. Yeah. Also, I hope you had a good time. I hope you had a one... Oh, wait. What was it? I hope you have a wonderful day. Yeah, even that is apparently too complex for me now. Anyways, see you next time. Bye! This is my self-recorded outro song so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.